Hey, you guys, welcome thank you for stopping by for Candace Speaks. Hey, since you're here, can you hit the subscribe button, the like button to get us into rotation, and the notification button so that you could also be here when we're going live and we can communicate together. Right now, we're more recording this because I have segments that we're going to do on Love and Marriage Huntsville Reunion 1 and 2. I'm breaking it down in segments because I actually want to watch it. There's so much being said that's not verbal. Melody. So you guys, I'm pretty sure you have seen them already. Episode 1, episode 2, reunion 1, reunion 2. Let's get into this because Melody, why are you so dark? Why? Melody, let's watch and then let's talk about it. So I'm going to bring it to the screen. Let's see, can we do this? Share this, share that. Oh, we're going to do this one and share it. All right. And let's get started. And hopefully you can hear it. We are going to start from the welcome with Carlos King.
You know what? Tonight is about having fun, clearing the air, and at the very end, we're going to do what, guys?
Toast.
We're going to come back together. Hey! That's the plan for tonight.
Oh, okay, so that's the plan. Everybody else is laughing and cheering. Did y'all see Melody's face? Why she just can't have some fun, y'all? But that's the goal, Carlos.
All right, so buckle up. All right. From the very first season, our couples were gung-ho about getting down to business. From luxurious skincare to expanding real estate, the professional glow-up has been on 10.
Let's say this. This is what this show was really supposed to always be about. The success, Black excellence, watching these entrepreneurs go to work and hopefully learning a little bit of something from them, because entrepreneurship, owning your own, walking in your own purpose is amazing. This is what we really want to Love and Marriage Huntsville for, and they really are doing it. It's just so much darkness. You have to dig through it to see it. Okay, let's keep moving.
Take a look at their business ventures.
I stood on the strength of my ancestors, the strength of God, the strength of where I'm from, 7th Avenue, where I grew up. Just perseverance is why we're all here today.
We are opening the only African American title closing here.
All right.
You want to add that to it?
I love it.
When Black look like this?
Yep, I do. It was supposed to be my space, and Marcel decided that, Black is booming. We need to expand Black, so we're just gonna go ahead and knock a wall out right here and take over this.
Okay, but Marcel, that was supposed to be her space. Could you at least talk to her about it? We're gonna talk more about Letitia, though. I like Letitia, and she is, to me, the MVP of this whole thing.
Thanks.
I'm a little stressed right now because so many people want to buy my wine. But I mean, I'm very excited that my wine will be finally reaching the masses. This is good.
Like that.
I hope that this wine, like my grandmother Inez, will be loved by all.
You know. Okay, so before we even get started with that whole thing, did y'all see Melody's face? That's probably the only time y'all gonna see her smile, when they were talking about her skin line. She only cares about herself. It's so sad. It's really kind of sickening. She really needs some help. But she's just glowing. And they talking about her little skin line. Oh, yeah, 7th Avenue. And I'm happy for her. See, when I see her on Instagram, wait a minute, let me just get out here real quick with y'all. When I see her on Instagram and the stuff that she's doing, I applaud her. I love her go-get-it personality, and she's smiling and she's excited on her Instagram, but that is not what she shows on Love and Marriage Huntsville, and that is unfortunate. And even in this reunion, to me, this is the only time she even smiled. She was happy about herself. When they started talking about everybody else, she went back to her little sourpuss face. She kind of smirked for Martell. I don't even think that's that big of a smirk. Them little lips. But the rest of the reunion, my God. All right, we're gonna keep going. Oh, wait, hold on. All right, let's keep going.
Look, one thing I will say about you guys, in the midst of everything being dramatic, I do think at the end of the day, everybody on the stage is proud of the success that each of you have attained, because it's not easy.
Mhm.
And this friendship that started off 6 years ago has really birthed all of you to be successful in your own right.
This is her face the entire time. Why can't you be happy for other people, Melody? Oh, am I yelling? Let me pull back. Some people said I'd be yelling on here. I don't mean to yell, y'all. Melody, why you can't be happy for other people? You only smile for yourself, but you have Kimmie and Maurice, who started their very first Black title company in Huntsville, if that's what they're. And you can't applaud them for the work that they're doing. You have Letitia and Marceau expanding Black. You can't be happy for them. You have Martell distributing a wine, his wine, a Nest. And all you can do is smirk. Girl, what is wrong? Next.
And that deserves praise.
It
Don't all
does.
agree?
Yes.
I agree, Carlos. Look at Melody.
No clap.
Look. And let me just say this. Carlos, you see Melody, which is why you addressed her. I know you laughing, you no clap, Melody. When you gonna really deal with her? When you gonna really address her? Because how nasty can you be? Everybody's applauding each other, and there she is looking stone-faced, dark. What's wrong?
I'm not even proud of anything at this point, honestly. I mean, there was a whole scene last year, when I gave a spiel on congratulations to everyone. It did not air, but I did it. That was last year. This year, I'm good. I don't really.
She's so petty. Why she hold on to the silliest stuff? What is wrong with Melody? Is she just what would y'all call it? What do y'all call it? What is wrong with Melody? What would you call it? Is she just immature? Petty, immature, childish, narcissistic? What's wrong with her? Why can you join in with everybody? Something's missing. Something's missing. We'll keep going.
Care what people are doing.
I'm proud of everybody sitting on the stage. Last year, I was proud of them. The year before
Good
that,
for
I was
you.
proud of them.
Wonderful.
And I'll be proud of them.
You hear her? How petty. So the last word she said was, I really don't care what everybody else doing. What happened to you, Melody, by any of these couples that bad that you just, she has a dislike hate for everybody on here? Or is she jealous? Or is it a jealousy? I hate to say, even people who are doing well, when you don't love yourself, you can't even see how great you are. And you'll still envy and have jealousy for other people. And is that what her issue is? I'm still trying to figure it out. But then the way she cuts Maurice off because he's expressing himself. Well, good for you. How is that not childish? Is that not like high schoolish and maybe even worse? I mean, just as petty. I don't get it.
Next year.
Wonderful for you.
And this
Make
is the
sure your
thing.
actions show that.
Here
My
we go.
actions do show
No,
that.
they don't.
Yeah, they do. Because I downloaded your songs that was talking about my guy.
Yeah.
And I played them so that you would get streams.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
why don't you play your
Okay.
songs? Because this is the thing. I support pretty much everything that somebody does. Is first of all, it's extremely difficult to do what we do. And what we're looking at and the viewers are looking at is success in spite of, perseverance in spite of. So the fact.
Thank you, Maurice. That is what we're looking for. Thank you for having a solid, positive voice, especially coming behind Melody. Everything that comes behind Melody is going to have to always be very positive and thoughtful because she can't help herself. She really cannot. So thank you for having a voice of reason, Maurice, although she can't stand it. she's not quite reasonable.
The fact that we're all living dreams of ours that were ideas at one time is commendable.
So, do you feel like what Maurice is saying is?
Well, Maurice is always giving Martin Luther King Jr. speeches.
Why is she able to always throw shade at people and down them, but she sure can't take it when it comes to her?
Not Martin Luther King Jr.
Yes.
I just want to know, for you to say, like, let your actions show, what's that mean? Like, has something happened or transpired?
Well, there
To
are
make you change
there
your
are quite a
opinion.
few things that happen.
Did Maurice say something recently to make you feel this way?
Yeah, absolutely. So Maurice and Kimmy did an interview recently,
Mhm.
and I didn't like how he tried to downplay me and Kimmy having a relationship off camera. I didn't appreciate that because we do. Me and Kimmy never really had no real problems, so we've always done
not
that.
at all.
So we've always done that, and so I didn't appreciate trying to make it seem like, yeah, well, they're not friends. I mean, that was not it.
So you were so mad and sour sitting up on this stage looking all pouty and stuff because Maurice made a comment that you're not that close a friend. You and Kimmy are not really like besties. You guys are not the closest friends. I mean, y'all cool, but they not like that. Like they ain't hanging out or nothing. Like this is why you were so mad at Maurice? Because he said the truth? I'm so confused, Lord. What's wrong? Mm-mm.
It's not a division.
What
I
did you
call
say,
things-
Maurice?
At the end of the day, they're not close friends like that.
Can I interject
Facts.
first? Let me say something. I think that particular interview, social media kind of made it more. Melody has done interviews where she says, we not her like hangout friends. She said the same.
Melody does a whole bunch of interviews that she dogs people, period. She just can't stand it. Honestly, nobody has really, they're not dogging her. At least not for this little segment that I'm aware of here. She just can't stand for, it has to be her way or no way, right? Do you think that's what it is? Look at her face. She ain't trying to, I thought Kim was your friend. I thought Kimmy was your friend, Melody. Why are you looking like that? Kimmy's speaking. But this is how you listen to your friend? I don't think you know how to be a friend, girlfriend. I don't.
Same thing. The words are the same. I just think the way it came out made it a little more
And the
distasteful.
comparisons, like, I mean, because me and Martell, we check on each other, we talk on the phone.
Why would that bother somebody? Oh, and the comparisons. When he's talking about Martell, oh, they talk on the phone, they play, and they go shoot pool. So, girl, I need her to grow up. Something's wrong. You're letting the most minute things, Melody Holt, get in your way, make you sour, make you mad, disturb your spirit. And then you're like the dark cloud, and you want everybody else to have to feel your discomfort, which means you want to come sourpuss the entire time. It's not what they said, it's how he said it. And then he said about him and Martell, and he and Martell, they talk on the phone and everything. He want to make a comparison. So what? How petty is this? Who cares? Why is that a big deal? You and Kimmy are not besties. You said it out your own mouth. You're not besties. You've said out on your own mouth that nobody on that show is one of your best friends or nothing. All y'all on there because you have a contract. You and Kimmy don't hang out like that. What is wrong with him being honest? But let me just say this real quick. If you my friend, don't be talking about my husband like that. And you don't do it right in front of me too. Kimmy, you're doing good. But I love that Kimmy's speaking up. So let's keep going.
Yeah, and that's just an honest statement. She's done plenty of interviews. We're not at the movies and getting
Right.
massages every weekend. We're not. Like
Right.
that's not an.
Do you consider Melody a friend?
Kimmy?
Yeah.
Wait a minute. I gotta go back to Kimmy's face. I have to go back to Kimmy's face real quick. Oh, where's it gonna go?
tasteful.
And the comparisons, like, I mean, because me and Martell, we check on each other, we talk on
Who cares? Who cares?
And that's just an honest statement. She's done plenty of interviews.
And look at them. The guys just enjoying themselves.
We're not. Like, that's not an.
Do you consider Melody a friend?
Kimmie?
I missed it again. Anyway, let's keep going.
Yeah. Coming up next on the Love and Marriage Huntsville reunion.
Let me see here. Let's move up a little bit. Kimmie, you should have kind of left her right there with your face and you shouldn't have probably said a word, but
Kimmie?
Yeah.
The people on the show are not my besties. However,
facts.
I don't think Melody's a friend. Absolutely. When I needed something.
Oh, Melody was so pleased with that. Did you see that? Oh, so you're proving me to be true. See, but it's not.
It happened. Period. The phone calls, the referrals.
Look at her face. Yes, tell it. Tell everything I've done to show you how great a friend I am. All the phone calls I've made since you had your diagnosis. All the cards and the flowers. And if you need, I'm there for you. That means I'm your bestie. I'm your friend. That's Melody. Lord have mercy.
Flowers,
Flowers, the check-ins, like all of that has happened. And that's where I take friendship. And that's how I look at us.
Right. And that's why I was offended.
See, Kimmie's bothered. The fact that Melody wants to come back and say, yeah, see, so that's why, because you know I've been so good to you. You know that I've been so good to you and I've been such this great friend to you. That's why I'm so bothered that Maurice would say what he did. Kimmie, you see this expression that you have on your face right there when you're saying why? You need to stay in that feeling and in that moment. I love how Kimmie's so composed half the time. I love how she keeps her composure. I love how she thinks before she speaks because she likes to keep the peace while still kind of expressing where she's coming from. This would be a time for me to check you with all facts and truth. Not mean or nasty, but the truth is important. Because Melody does not live in anybody's truth but her own made up truth.
Because I knew how I have, you know what I'm saying? I didn't feel like it was his place to answer. It was a question about me and Kimmie's relationship, which she knows firsthand how often we may text and check on each other, make sure you good, you all right? So I just felt like it was out of order and I didn't appreciate it. So when you ask me what is my issue, that kind of stuff.
That was it. Are you able, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., see how that may have got, misconstrued?
I can understand how she could feel away.
We just can't keep writing everybody off of a statement.
Good,
like
Kimmie.
when they were on your show.
The nightcap.
Right. And Mel said he was like the least relevant.
Maurice said that you're always at the centerpiece of the drama.
I mean, coming from the least relevant person on the show.
First of all, yes, Maurice, she is in the center of all the drama. She brings the drama. She drags in the drama. Everything is circled around Melody. Everything negative is circled around Melody. But she can dish it, but she can't take it. It's okay for her to get on national TV on Carlos's show and say, yeah, the person that's the least relevant. But he just gets on, he does an interview and says, well, she and Kimmie are not best friends or nothing. They cordial. And that gives you a reason to be so sour, angry, cutting people off. And I love how Kimmie tries to say things very nice and elegant and politically correct. And I'm that person until I'm not. And mind you, all this is my opinion, you guys. I did psych nursing for a long time. And in psych, you don't go into somebody else's fantasy with them. You bring them back into reality. And you do it as politely as possible. When you're dealing with somebody that really has a problem, and borderline personality people are really the hardest to work with. They're hard to pin and even diagnose. I'm not trying to diagnose Melody. I'm kind of trying to figure out though. I'm trying to figure out her brain and how it operates because she's a splitter. She's very much into division. And she's also very narcissistic. Everything's about me. And I'm gonna say anything I can to make it turn out that I'm the one that's right. That's who she reminds me of. It's very borderline-ish, to my opinion. And I am not a doctor. I don't write diagnosis down. I have observed people in different behaviors in my lifetime of my medical practice as a nurse, where I've worked all over. And dealing with people is something I've always done. And you learn behaviors, and you have to in psych nursing because that's the only way you can try to work with the people and try to fix or work with their situation. She's an interesting one. I'm not really sure what to call Melody, but I know it's wrong. I think she's very much about herself. And Maurice hit the nail on the head. I'm sorry. You're always in the middle. But again, it's okay for her to throw all that shade on national TV about your so-called best friend or your great friend or my friend's husband. Do we do that to our friends? I'm not going to talk about my friend's husband like that. Maybe to her. We might laugh about it. But I'm not going to put that on national TV. But she doesn't care. She'll do anything. Oh, I hate to say, I feel like she sold her soul. I feel like she sold her soul for on TV for a check and for production or something. I don't know. But moving on, we're almost done. Y'all just hang in there and put your comments. What are you guys thinking? So I'm just giving my opinion, but I wanted to show segments because it's a lot easier to make real comments when you get real facial expressions and you really can see it to remind yourself what you were looking at. It's almost over. Like 2 more minutes. So 1 more minute.
Oh, Kimmy gonna get you. Kimmy gonna. I wasn't.
No, I think at the end of the
30
day,
seconds.
One thing all of you guys do very well is y'all throw fun shade. Mm-hmm. And never negated y'all coming back together to address larger issues that y'all feel more important. So I do think that's something beautiful about the 6 of y'all, which is why it's just the 6 of y'all on the stage right now.
Carlos, before we end, y'all. Carlos, why are you protecting Melody? Now, I know you're probably still trying to keep it light because it's like the beginning of the reunion. Like, can we have fun? And I know you're doing all this stuff and everybody's doing it for Melody's purpose because she's sitting here looking like a sour puss and everything's everybody else's fault. And this is why I don't like Carlos. That she's not doing it's fun shade. You're right. Some of the stuff she does is fun shade. When she did that about Maurice, you can call it fun shade. And people who know who they are, who are confident in themselves, who are totally secure, you are not going to faze them. So Maurice ain't fazed with that. That man knows exactly who he is. He also knows who Melody is. So that's not going to faze him. Talking about he's the most irrelevant when he knows exactly who he is. But I bet you, if Maurice had done that to her, she wouldn't just be sitting in that chair looking crazy. She'd probably be walling on the floor and really acting crazy. If anybody really comes to her as sideways as she does other people. Melody Holt. That's it, y'all. What do you think about these little clips? That was in for this clip. What do you think about that? This is just the very beginning, and this is how Melody shows up. And I'm focused on Melody because she is the middle. She is the drama. She's the one that keeps taking this show sideways and away from the excellence with all her pettiness, with such childish behavior. She's like ruining the whole ensemble, the look of the ensemble. And here, Carlos is trying to lift everybody back up and say, that's why I have all you guys here, because you guys are the key. And when y'all come together, you guys make it shine and all that. And then I ain't going to let it shine. there's Melody. What do y'all think about that? Let me know in the comments. Just say what you think. It's just my opinion or whatever. But we're doing this in segments. Segment 2 is coming up. So this was segment 1. This is the beginning. This was like the welcome. And then this is the one that was about Melody and Kimmie and are we friends? Or not? Are they friends? Who cares? How petty. Thank y'all for dropping in to Candace Speaks. Make sure you hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the notification button. Look for the next episode, because the next episode we are going to be talking about, Tisha and Marcel, the cheating rumor. That came from who? Melody. Until next time, have a great day. And don't forget to smile.